Hello, welcome back. So this is another tutorial on grammar. This time we cover verbs. A verb is a word that expresses action, being, or state. Without verbs, nothing happens. It is the power center of a sentence. We'll cover sentences later on. It expresses actions or expresses state or being. There are two types mainly. One is action verbs, the other one is linking or state verbs. Action verbs tell what action or what happened. It can be transitive verb, so that doesn't need an object. So I kick, it doesn't complete. So I kick a ball, right? So it needs an object. But intransitive verb, it doesn't need an object. Say for example, I sit, I run. So it doesn't really need any object, right? So action verbs can be transitive or intransitive verbs. The other one is actually linking or state verbs. They're related to the state or being, or sometimes can be perceived by senses. Express state of being, such as appears, feel, smell, or am, is, are, was, sit. Okay. Every verb in English language has four basic parts. Base form, say for example, work is a verb. Ing form, working, he is working. He works, he is working. Past tense, he worked. And past participle, he have or he has worked, right? Sorry, he has worked. So same thing is play, playing, played, played. These are kind of regular verbs because you simply add ed to the past and past participle. But some of these verbs can be irregular verbs. Go, it's not go ed, right? It's a when, totally different. Gone, totally different. Going. So same thing is actually teach, taught, teaching, right? Drink, drank, drinking, drunk. So most verbs have past tense and past participle in id, so we call them as regular verbs, or if they are not, then irregular verbs. There are auxiliary and helping verbs. They usually accompany a main verb to form tenses, moods, and voices. So some of these are do, or its other forms does, did. Be is will. Have, its other form had. May, can, shall, will, and other their variations. Verb phrase. So verb alone at the base form may not make grammatically correct sentences. So they need some auxiliary or helping verbs, right? You see, Uma is coming. It comes from come verb. It's actually coming with is, right? So we will cover the sentences later on and tenses later on, but this is what auxiliary verbs. So when you make sentences, you have to be careful with the base verb. Sometimes come with prepositions. Say for example, consist. Usually when you make consist, you have to say consist of, approve of, suspected of, accused of. Sometimes you have to make with for, right? Ask for, pay for, forgive somebody for, blame for, look for, right? Sometimes you have to add from. I'm suffering from something. He protected from something. Sometimes you have to add preposition on, depending on, relying on, concentrate on, insist on, congratulate on. Sometimes you have to add in, believe in, specialized in, succeeded in. Sometimes you have to add into, break into, run into, bump into, cut into. Sometimes you have to add with, fill with, right? Sometimes you have to add to, happen to, prefer to. We use the following words with prepositions. Say for example, run away from, right? So this is the base verb. Look at that, away from. Keep up with. They are all, when you make a sentence, you have to add everything here. Look forward to. Cut down on. Zero in on. Zero in on. Zero in on. So you have to be mindful, you have to be careful when you make sentences, right? So sometimes it can come either about or of, right? Talk about or talk of. think about, think of. So when you have different preposition, they may make become different meaning as well. Okay, sometimes this preposition come with adjective, so we are not going to cover this one here. Where is it? Delete. Okay, we'll cover. Some verbs are normally followed by ing. Say for an example, I enjoy. If you add another verb, I enjoy swimming. Swim comes swimming. Would you mind going? I avoid taking, right? Sometimes the second verbs comes with infinitive. Agree to go, like to do, pretend to not. Sometimes some verbs come without to or without ing. Let me go. You see, this is let. Again, this is go. No to, no ing form. I make them feel good. Make, feel. Help, go. Okay. So that's it. Good luck. I'll see you in another tutorial. See you to learn.